What's up? Yep, I'm not dead, I'm alive. It's always funny when you get emails and comments like saying, "Is Tom alive? Where is he gone? It's been 6 months, I'm worried." Well, yeah, I've never been consistent when it comes to the uploading, let's be honest. You know, I really wish I had the time to dedicate to YouTube, because it's not a lack of ideas which is the problem. I have so many ideas I would love to do. Unfortunately, it's time that is against me when it comes to the channel. Lack of ideas is not the problem. But we're gonna have just an honest talk here. Not a fancy video in any way, shape or form, just a honest talk about my feelings about Doctor Who and where it currently stands for me. Key point there, for me. So my opinion may not reflect yours. If it does, we can have an honest discussion in the comments, and even if it doesn't, I still would like to hear your position on current Doctor Who. But yeah, things have definitely calmed down a bit with the whole feeling that people are getting with Doctor Who at the moment. I'm not talking about the ragebait videos which constantly targets Doctor Who or anything like that. I'm more talking about the honest Doctor Who fans here, about what they think about Doctor Who and where it currently stands. And yeah, I just wanted to do a chill video and just discuss my feelings on the matter. Now, before I go forward with the video, I will stress what this video isn't. And it's one of those rage bait Doctor Who videos that you see all the time regurgitated on YouTube. Rage bait videos you see spewed out almost daily about Doctor Who is dead, garbage, woke, propaganda machine. And the thing is, there's a fundamental flaw when it comes to these videos. They just spew out all the time. They simply do it just to make money. That's why you see the same video. It's literally just the same video uploaded over and over and over again, with the same types of titles, with the same types of thumbnails. It's literally the same shit uploaded every single time. Do I respect it? No. I don't expect the grind at all, because it's just regurgitated garbage over and over and over again. I can't wrap my head around it, why people watch it. Maybe they just like their own inner thoughts being heard online. I really don't know, I don't care. What I find very hypocritical about these creators, and I use creators in quotation marks here, because they literally use the same tactics to create outrage as the mainstream media do, who they seem to hate. They do the same shit as the media does, which is just, again, so hypocritical. So I guess when they say they hate corporate and mainstream media, it's really just a confession. Because they don't do it out of love for the show, and they want to see it improve and actually bring forward solutions that would make Doctor Who better. They don't offer any of that. There's no substance to the videos. And that's why, unfortunately, when it comes to the world and social media, negative rage bait is just what makes views and what makes money. It's a shame that social media is designed in that way. I'm not for that at all. Like I said, these videos offer no substance, no solutions, or remotely anything of importance that will actually benefit the show. They literally offer nothing but an echo chamber of their own words, their own spew. These people are nothing more than a dead end. And that is what the video will not be, because when you see titles like this where I'm going, I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who, is it going to be negative? No way, shape or form is going to be like that regurgitated crap you see on the internet all the damn time. And unfortunately, it's not just with Doctor Who, it's with media in general. Not going down that rabbit hole, never will. Real opinions about my love for the show and my honest position and feelings on it. That's what the video is going to be, not regurgitated rage bait crap. Anyway, I think I've reinforced the position of what this video is going to be about. This won't really come to a surprise when it comes to my audience, because they know, yes, I'm more of a classic Doctor Who fan. I love my Wilderness Years stuff, Big Finish and all that. I don't really do a lot of new series content. It's just not my area that I like to focus on. There are literally dozens of Doctor Who channels who do incredible new series content. I just like to focus more on the Wilderness Years stuff and the classic stuff. This gives me my own niche. But yeah, there's there's literally better channels out there than mine. Yeah, that being said, modern Doctor Who for me, I've been struggling for a while to connect with the show. Yeah, it's an array of things of why Doctor Who is going down for me and just why I'm not really invested in the show anymore. Compared to the classic series, Big Finish, Wilderness Years, and even the early seasons of the new series, I feel a lot less connected with the stories, with the writing, the execution. I think everything has just got worse. And yeah, I'm kind of still like raging inside a little bit of what they did to my poor boy Omega. I'm still kind of raging inside a little bit what they did to poor Omega, man. I'm still raging about that because you're bringing back these just wonderful villains like Sutek and Omega, and I will build upon this a little bit later. And another point of why I think the show's going downhill. The array of content and lore surrounding these villains is immense. And the fact they don't utilize it at all and just literally just kill them off screen in a few minutes, it bewilders me. The execution, I'm just go, what was the point? What was the point? The execution, and these are supposed to be like, these are supposed to be the ending season bosses, the big bad. Oh, you certainly got it with the Daleks in Bad Wolf and Pirate of the Waves. That hit like a Mack truck, that did. And what it made the viewer feel when watching it, I still have memories of what the Daleks did in Bad Wolf and Pirate of the Waves. It was dark, it was bleak, it was gravitas. Oh, I loved it. Daleks killing people. It really emphasized that the Daleks were just a force to be reckoned with. Do you get that with Omega? And even though Sutek I thought was a little bit, what they did with him, I can't believe Omega was even worse. He got shat on. That is just what I don't understand. What's the point of bringing back these icons within Doctor Who and these big bads? I asked myself the question, what was the point? What is the show doing? Is Russel just not the man as he was before? It sounds bad, but I get the impression the show is just trying to live on nostalgia and past continuity so much. That was my point I wanted to make by bringing back these classic Doctor Who villains, which you fans of the show probably go, I don't really know who that is, but I guess it's cool. The first Time Lord, the God of Death. And then classic series fans will go, oh boy, these villains are back, just for them to get not the execution that they deserved. Pretty sure Sutek moved more in Pyramids of Mars than he did the season 1 finale of Shuigata's era. And the Billy Piper's coming back, and apparently the Doctor, even though it's not, it's going to be some Bad Wolf thing. I still just don't get anything. It's just indifference. No inciting of any emotions, and that is bad. And I acknowledge that it is bad, because if I had some sort of emotion, it would mean that I'm still captivated within the show, but I just have indifference. Neutral. Just don't really care anymore. Which tells me that I've mentally checked out. And I admit I have. Despite what these stupid ragebait videos say that Doctor Who's never been political, that is one of my favourite things about the show. Because Doctor Who does politics and incorporates it in the storyline incredibly, incredibly well. That is why I love the classic series and the Wilderness Years so much, because how they incorporate politics and political issues within the world into a story is just magic in my opinion. That is why I love people like Malcolm Hulke, Terrence Dicks. They did some of the best pieces of television within the 70s of incorporating political storytelling, which these stories alone, they're so rich in their ideas, they just could be full-on TV series. And then when I look at the politics being incorporated in the new series, they just don't have the edge. They don't have the magic to me. To me, it just feels very contrived and dumbed down. You could say, to dispute that Doctor Who's always been a kid's show. Well, it did pretty damn well in the early seasons of the new series, in my opinion, to really captivate political storytelling and just those wow factor moments which makes your heart skip a beat, like, as I said, with the Daleks in Bad Wolf and Part of the Ways. But I just love those types of stories. The Silurians, Invasion of the Dinosaurs, The Green Death, Genesis of the Daleks, The Seeds of Doom, as they cover themes of xenophobia, racism, fascism, corporatism and government corruption. I love it. I actively seek it. Malcolm Hulke, Terrence Dicks, Robert Holmes and all those people, they just had the art to it. An art which is just not there in the new series anymore. I just find the political storytelling just very contrived, and how it's incorporated in the story, it's not how I would incorporate it. And yeah, like this book as well. I would love to see ideas like this incorporated into the new series. Like, again, with the Wilderness Years stuff, you do have to tone it down because there's no filter with these books. But like the idea of rich oligarchs who are poisoning the world, affecting the poor, and that they literally have to kill each other just to survive. But the masterminds behind it were just the oligarchs themselves who want to live forever, only to save themselves. I think that idea just got to tone down the violence in a Wilderness Years book, but incorporating something like that in modern Doctor Who, I think they could actually do it. But hey, for some reason, I just don't think they get political storytelling right at all. It's so contrived, it's so jarring, and really dumbed down for me. But hey, it doesn't have to speak to me. Some things will just fade away from you, and I 100% accept that it has. But do you know what hasn't faded away from me? The classic series and the Wilderness Years stuff. So Doctor Who hasn't faded away from me. And despite what the drama's been saying, nothing wrong with Ncuti Gatwa and the whole reason of Doctor Who and where it is and people attacking him and all that. No, not going down that road. In my opinion, he had a very Colin Baker run. We didn't have a lot of time to connect with him, I don't think. His stories ranged all over the place for me when it came to a rating, and I, again, gave up. So what I love about Doctor Who, it's in the classic series, it's in Big Finish, especially the early stuff. It's in the books, it's in the Wilderness Years stuff, and it's in some of the early series of New Who. But within this new era of Doctor Who in Disney, it's not there for me. And I would say, yeah, I am pretty much done with modern Doctor Who. It just does not interest me at all. The only way I would have any interest is just Disney is just thrown out of the equation. And I don't think Russell T Davies is also the man for the job. I just don't know what he's doing. I don't get his directions, his ideas, his executions. Frankly, I don't really care. So, again, some people might get a little triggered by that, but hey, it's my thoughts. You don't have to like it, but I'm saying them. But yeah, that's why I've checked out. And I said this way back in 2018 or 2019. I can't remember when I said it. But I said something like this. Just enjoy Doctor Who how you want to enjoy it, and don't let anyone else impede of what you should and shouldn't like. If you love the new series, Disney's run of Doctor Who, more power to you, and I'm very happy for you. And if you don't impede on other people's likes and interests. If they like it, sod off and just enjoy your area of Doctor Who. Who gives a crap about what other people like and dislike? Never understood that, really, and I don't really care. Waste of time. Yeah, don't judge or target people who just enjoy different things about Doctor Who. It's simple, really, but apparently simple things just don't happen in the real world. But yeah, for me, my love is in the classic series, the Big Finish, the books, and the Wilderness Years stuff, and that's really what I just make my channel about. There are other reasons why, and I think social media is another part of it too. I think it can make the fandom look really nasty sometimes, and it's not just strictly about Doctor Who, mind you. Seems to be like media in general. It almost feels to me like a political battleground, just tainting the whole Doctor Who space on social media. Personally, I just don't want to be near an acid pool, which is a good analogy to what I describe of this old political toxicity surrounding media. It feels like an acid pool to me. And in actual fact, I've completely removed myself from social media, besides YouTube, of course. There's actually a lot of reasons to that. It wasn't just strictly Doctor Who, but It played a role. But yeah, content should be slowly appearing on the channel after 6 months, because I've finally kind of worked out a schedule for it not to impede on, well, life. Probably people legit believe I died because I haven't uploaded in the 6 months. It's so funny when people do that. But yeah, we're in the world of AI now, so how do you know I'm not an AI render? Well, actually, I'm kind of against AI taking creative positions anyway. Strongly against it. Unfortunately, it didn't really make our lives better in any way or make us more efficient. Nope, it just goes straight for the creative positions. Yeah, go right for that. Yeah, I'm not interested in that AI slop. Kind of a scary fact, but apparently at the end of 2025, 90% of all content will be AI generated. Anyway, that was way off topic, but anyway, I'll see you for another video. Have a good one.